Hey guys, I hope you're well. Welcome back to my laundry room. I wanted to I wanted to mention a few things. Typically, when I post a video, I'll look at the comments, you know, l- a few hours later or sooner, see if anybody has commented right away. And I try to later that day again. Isn't that mad when people scroll up and down? And then I try to later again that day, and then I'll wait a few days. Sometimes it depends on what life is doing with me, right? Sometimes it's a few weeks later. But this is my video, my health and video update, the one the one where I got that comment from Super 66 Craig, and I'm going to mention him again in a moment. And I just wanted to say thank you. Um, Francisco Lopez, thanks, man. God, you guys have some serious insight and knowledge. We all come from different walks of life, and that's why this is fun, usually. um, Boy, that's a Brian Bittenhelmer. Thanks, man. Stu. Hey, Stu. So you've seen Busted by Stewart. Yes, I have, sir. We do have to catch up, man. We do have to meet on the air. I'm going to be doing a video about that. I'm going to try to figure out a good time that's open to Europe and try to, and I'll mention it in a video, and I'll try to be there every single day because, propagation is what it is, and try to be there every day for a couple weeks. Maybe like one band in the morning and one at night, you know? Maybe CW in the morning, phone at night, right? Because we're not all CW ops, guys. A lot of you are. And down to Super 66 Craig, his comment to that video. Now that was tough. That took me a couple days to digest and to come to terms with, right? So, you know, I have to be careful. I mentioned some medical stuff. Oh, this was probably 6 months ago, maybe a little longer. Oh boy, maybe a little longer. And about my work in the neonatal intensive care unit, maintaining Hurley Medical Center's NICU for all those years. And the situations that I've been in. And man, I learned I better watch what I say, because one of you had a child in that situation in an NICU, and you shared your story with me. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, I learned from that experience. And regarding Super 66 Craig, I think I was treated more than unfairly. I think I was attacked. And yet he did say some positive things. And so what it teaches us is that we come from very different walks of life. See, there's things about me, guys, that you have no idea out in Seattle. And this all relates to that two-part video answering why to the F question. You know, maybe I'll do a video about that. My experience in Seattle, what took me there, and what ensued. You might be surprised, guys. Super 66 Craig, you wondered when I've served others less fortunate than me? Well, for years I did in Seattle. This may surprise you, Super 66 Craig. After I got out of jail, after my trial, my hearing finally happened, and I had no job, nowhere to live, nowhere to sleep, no money, no food, no resources, no transportation, no friends. and no way to get home. Hopefully that'll help you, Super 66 Craig, realize that there's much about me that you don't know. And so, the comments. The comments. I thank you all for every one of those. My reply, I watched it again this morning. I mean every word of it. And yet, other comments. James Stamper, oh man, thank you so much. I don't know how to, it's hard sometimes to accept compliments from people, and when they thank you for something, to humbly say, you're welcome. And this, man, hair wingnut. What more need I say? His name is Hair Wingnut. Great guy, man. Great guy. David Gold, thank you. You guys, again, offer perspectives on things that I oftentimes don't have. And when you're caught up in a situation, we rarely see clearly when there's fog all about us. User JF7 blah blah blah. Thanks, man. Right on. And guys, I want to thank you. This video was supposed to be about my antenna test procedure for, hang on, hang on, I'm not gonna pause you. I don't pause you. I don't pause you. I said I like to try to keep my word to people. If I say I'm going to make a video, eventually, someday, I like to actually make it. Well, I promised a fellow that emailed me that I'd make a video about my antenna test procedure, and you'll see why. Because, well, you'll see why. We'll talk about it. And I've been wanting to make a video about my logger for quite some time. This was going to be part 2 about what happened, why I'm no longer me. I'm a different me now. Why I get lost in thought when I say that, because 1.5 feet above you and to my right is the reason why I say that. Makes me sick to my stomach when I see it. So, but I wanted to talk about my antenna test procedure.